Well, I'm seeking one more term, and I plan to retire, and that's to finish the programs I'm working on. One of them is to bring AI into the courtroom and utilize the AI technology to help people have quick, fair access to the court. And I'm just amazed at what AI does and all the capabilities of AI. So that's the major thing I want to complete, and so that's kind of why I want to finish that project that I'm currently working on. A lot of that has to be done with electronics because you can't just keep hiring employees. And so the more electronics you got in and more efficient you can run through electronics, the less taxpayer dollars you have to spend to hire employees and stuff like that. And so I think the best thing to do is to continue on expanding the court's electronic services to make it accessible to people 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And so what I've done so far is I brought in a system called Guide and File. A lot of people kind of equate it to like TurboTax, where you fill out a questionnaire, you get a drop-down box, fill out another drop-down box, and at the end, all those questions automatically populate into your form, and then you have the option to electronically file those forms with the court or print them off and bring them to the court. Right now, we have exclusive jurisdiction over all evictions, both commercial and residential. And right now, we have a little over 22,000 units just in Precinct 1. We're projected in the next 5 to 6 years to have about 40,000 units. And when Collin County builds out about 2040, 2045, we're going to have a population of about 4 million people. I'm projected to have about 90,000 units during that time. So when you think about the growth and how do you keep the court moving, it's going to be a challenge. But, I think we've been able to meet that challenge in JP1 since I've taken office in 1999 through the electronics that we brought in, through the capabilities of making that court available to everybody, and of course, my great staff. The justice courts have a lot of contact, not necessarily with the other court systems like the, county courts and the district courts, although the county courts is our appellate court. So anything appealed from the justice court will go to the county court. But more than anything, what we do is we collaborate with different programs. So when we, for example, juveniles, has now been mandated that certain cases with juveniles go to some type of a deferral program. And they did that purposely. So, kids that make one mistake in their life, don't suffer the ramifications of that. One charge of alcohol or tobacco could actually keep a kid out of a public college or keep them out of the military. And you don't want to do that for some kid who tripped once. So you put them in these deferral programs and you work with the juvenile case coordinators to help these kids get these charges behind them. And then once they do, there's an opportunity for those things to be dismissed and then expunged so that they don't even show up that it didn't happen. And I think that's where the future is as far as working collaboratively with other agencies and other departments. It really has to do with those programs and those things that come in. The other issue is, if we can plug teens into, drug counseling, teen pregnancy programs, things like that, where we can plug them in through the programs that are available already in Collin County and keep those moving to have those assistants. So I think it's really necessary for the justice courts to have a long list of available services to refer families and children and things like that, more than it is for the court systems and stuff.